Hey Greenwood, welcome to another episode of Talking Greenwood with Mayor B. You know, we got a lot of great restaurants in Greenwood, always have. There's never a shortage of places to eat. You think of Miggs, you think of the Dixie, Garden Grill, Howard's on Main, Kickers, Southern Soul on Main, Ryan's, Buena Vista, just to name a few. Okay, Ryan's is no longer here, may it rest in peace. But I'm here today at another one of our great institutions. This is the Mill House. Of course, the sponsor of Talking Greenwood with Mayor B. Great place. If any of y'all remember the transition over the last decade from what this building used to be to what it's become, it's really amazing. Sitting here with Jessica Ellis. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How long you worked here at the Mill House?
For a little over a year, and then a couple years ago.
I remember
as
you
well, yeah.
took a little break, moved away, and came back. We're gonna do a little tour of the brewery. Anything you want to say to Greenwood about the Mill House? About your, it's also a great musician.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Mill House is wonderful. It's a great place to work, and it's a great place to eat.
You heard it straight from Jessica. We just ran into another famous Mill House employee here, Matt. What's going on?
Not much, man.
Doing all right?
Going great. It's been a
Good.
day.
Good. You got a huge selection of beers over there.
We do. We got 24 taps, and typically about half of them are our beers that we produce, and the other half are going to be guest taps. So we have a very wide variety of beers.
Gotcha. Who does all the artwork when you put those things up there?
Not me.
No?
So the artwork's done. Like we've got 4 or 5 different employees who work here, and they're all very good artists, and they just do them. So whenever we tap a new beer, it kind of depends on who's working right then. But they'll take some chalk pens and they'll whip something up. Sometimes they base it on like what kind of beer it is. Sometimes they just do freehand, but
That's amazing.
none of them are mine. I guarantee you that.
The Mill House is expanding down the block a little bit to make room for the brewery, Good Times Brewery. Greenwood, I'm here with Jeet Manaka, owner of the Mill House, one of the owners, right?
Yeah, that's right, with Paul, who nobody ever sees.
And just the two of y'all, right?
That's right, just the two of us.
So tell us about this expansion. This is not technically the Mill House. This is Good Times Brewery.
Right, so it is the same company, same folks, same operators, but it is going to be a different entity. So it'll sort of have a different personality, a different life than what the Mill House will have. And on purpose, we don't want to just do more of the same thing. So it'll be a different venue. So we'll also have, of course, with that actual usable venue space upstairs. We'll have a dining area, it'll have its own kitchen. We are planning on doing like street tacos and that sort of fare that we'll have here. A lot of stand-up, easy, no necessarily sitting at a table or having to be served in that fashion,
Right.
just very, very casual. That's what we're
That's
looking for.
great. Well, I saw y'all's name featured prominently in a tweet by a sitting congressman yesterday.
Right.
Mentioned Good Times as
Right, that's
impetus for some legislation. Judge
Yes.
Duncan mentioned y'all.
Yes,
yesterday.
absolutely right. Hoping that the legislation does not sunset.
Right,
That's
right.
that is the taxes on production.
Right, and that's currently scheduled to sunset in December, I
That's
believe.
right.
Is that
It is. That
make
is.
it permanent?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, for us, and I'm sure for a lot of folks, it's those monies are reinvested.
Right,
To
right.
be able to have them to reinvest it, that's part of what makes it so we can grow.
Sure. Will you mind giving us just a little behind the scenes?
Sure. So currently, our 10-barrel brew house operates over here. It's a Deutsche system. We've been operating since probably, I want to say, February of last year. Now, this was only part of the goal of this building. The entire vision for this is essentially for a brewery and then incorporating dining area, bar space. We'll have our own kitchen over here as well, and we'll also have a venue space upstairs. All right, so what we're looking at now is on the right side, you'll see a 20-barrel bright tank, which we have Blood Moon in there currently conditioning right now. Just next to that is our hot liquor tank, which is really just sort of a fancy name for a hot water heater. And then beyond that is our brew house. So our actual boil kettle, first moving from right to left, and then furthest down there is our mash tun. And then on the left side, we've got our fermenters. We've got two 10-barrel fermenters, two 6-barrel fermenters, and a little baby bright down there at the end. We're actually expecting some new tanks, and probably by the end of August, we'll have another 4 bright tanks and another fermentation vessel as well. Yeah, so this is the venue space, of course. This is designed to be a very flexible space, whether it be for wedding venue, corporate meetings, anything else. This will also be some just sort of general hangout space. So there's always going to be an open area. You'll be able to come up here and play games, of course, go out on the patio, which is one thing that we're very excited about. Basically available space for our patrons, but it'll also be rentable space, venue space, that's correct. Yeah, well, one of the things that got us excited when we got here was this vision of a 10-year plan and sort of the idea of what the city was going to be able to do with its unused space uptown. And really the execution that he and the city carried out, and actually, carrying that plan out, bringing it to fruition is, it was an important part of us being able to do the same thing in concert. So for that, we're really thankful for it. We're really excited about what it's become, the result of that plan, and then really what's around the corner next.
I know y'all got some holiday parties scheduled.
We're ready to be done.
So there will be, there's the actual end in sight, I guess.
There
right?
is. We are finally actually getting close. That's right. Yeah.
Well, G, I appreciate y'all sponsoring the Talking Greenwood with Mayor B. Thanks for all y'all do and provide good food and good drinks.
You bet. Well, we're glad to have Greenwood sponsor us as a business, so we appreciate it.
Thank you. Signing off. Got it. Own goal.